I'm pretty much ready to go.
Yep.
So
Our voices are up. They're on. Our voices are up, and they're up and they're on.
here we go. Here we go. Here we
Yes,
go.
sir. So,
Right.
what's up, everybody? We're back. E3 once again. I think the only other special panel that there is going to be is Take Two Entertainment on Tuesday, and that's if you don't know who Take Two Entertainment is, that they're the people who own Rockstar.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so expect. I mean, I don't know. I'm not expecting GTA, but I'm expecting something.
I'll tell you what. They better provide something because fucking there hasn't been a new GTA in fucking almost 8, 9, 10 fucking years, whatever. Red Dead fucking Redemption Online, by all accounts, fucking sucks dick. You know, GTA 5 is still apparently their cash cow. They've been milking that tit for so goddamn long. The thing is saggy and flat. Nobody gives a fuck about it anymore.
Yeah.
And they're basically running that company into the ground. Red Dead Redemption 2 as a campaign, fucking phenomenal, fucking amazing. But you can really tell that a company has shit the bed when nobody wants to play your fucking online version.
Absolutely.
So, they really need to. I hope they bring something to the table on Tuesday, because if they don't, I don't see Rockstar, doing anything for the next couple of years.
So you're predicting them not to be there at all.
I'm predicting. Yeah, I'm basically predicting Take Two to pull a fast one. Rockstar ain't gonna have shit to show, and it's just gonna be another smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna keep milking the GTA 5 tit.
Yeah.
And
I know for a fact they're gonna tell us, oh, it's coming to next gen. That I just almost feel like is gonna happen.
And the really sad part too is like Rockstar was like that was one of the last final good guy video game companies. Yeah. And the fact that they ran it into the ground like that, like the fact that our expectations are so low for Take Two and for Rockstar, the fact that our expectations are low is saying a lot by itself. That's a lot. That's a major thing to say. Like I have zero expectations for Rockstar right now because I've been disappointed for the last fucking 10 years.
Absolutely.
Literally.
And even though we found some fun ways to play the game, it's come to a point where I mean you said it yourself. You found yourself playing the game a couple times, but even then you find yourself like, this is kind of boring. This isn't like, yeah, it's not as griefing as it used to be, but at the same time it's not as fun because we're even having trouble griefing.
Yeah.
We couldn't even grief.
We couldn't even grief, and then on top of that, like I'm kind of replaying the campaign on GTA 5 right now just for old time's sake, because I haven't played it in a long time. And I didn't realize like how kind of boring a lot of the missions are. It's like there's missions that are a lot of fun, like really, really fun missions to play. And then there's the mission where you got to chase a fucking car halfway across the map, while getting chased by cops. And if you fucking crash into one car, like that car, the car you're chasing gets away and you have to restart the whole fucking thing. It's boring.
Yep.
Boring. You know what I mean? Like I'd forgotten how many fucking missions were like that on that game. Whereas like it's not as fun anymore. It's just not as fun to play. Like we need something new, like Red Dead Redemption 2.
It was new at that
game.
time.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. Love that fucking game. But goddamn, like it's been what 2 or 3 years since that one came out.
Yeah.
So what's fucking next, guys? What's fucking next? Because
we'll find out Tuesday. We will find out Tuesday what they have in store, if they have anything in store. I mean, Take Two, they do produce other games too, but I would like to see something. I mean, give me a Bully remaster. I mean, give me something.
Something.
But
you and me should do that live on Tuesday. So what time is it on Tuesday?
You know what? I don't think I'm going to be home in time for the Take Two panel, but I will be home in time for the E3 awards. Which, by the way, they have not released the names of the nominations yet.
Interesting.
So I don't know if from what because we talked about, I did do some homework on this. So what I do know is that they have editors from gaming magazines and websites as the judges. Mm-hmm. So we have like real prominent people who know these video games inside and out, taking care of who's going to win and who's going to be nominated, which I love. I think that's great. And I mean, we've had the Game Informer for the last I don't know how many fucking years. We've had the PlayStation magazine. There's even the Xbox Insider magazine. All these different magazines and all these people are contributing to this award show. And to be honest with you, I don't think the Game Awards is really prominent enough to hold down what E3 has been doing for the last several years. And I think that this is perfect for E3 to do it. You know, I think they are the official, they should be, if not the official gaming awards ceremony for video games.
Right.
You know, we had, okay, so UFC 263 last night. Adesanya, Vettori, Figueiredo, Morales, Diaz, Edwards.
Yeah.
There was a couple surprises. That guy who
there was a fight. I don't remember if it was at the beginning of the main card or the end of the undercard. God damn it, who was it? It was there was one fight. It was the last fight I actually got to watch last night because I didn't get to see the pay-per-view. Oh, Drew Dober and Brad Riddell. That was a
crazy fucking fight.
Phenomenal fight. Drew Dober, this dude has it. Not only does this dude has a fucking chin, he's built like a brick shithouse, and he took some fucking shot. Like it looked like he was going at the end of the first round. It looked like he was going to basically steamroll Brad Riddell. And congratulations to Brad Riddell, also crazy ass chin, built like a brick shithouse, weathered the storm, and came back to win rounds 2 and 3.
And now he's ranked.
And now he is ranked. So Drew Dober was pretty handily expected, and Vegas odds had him winning that fight handily. And through the end of the first round, it looked like he was going to pretty much steamroll Riddell. He did not. Riddell came back, and it was back and forth pretty much the whole fight. But through rounds 2 and 3, you could see Riddell just start taking over, basically taking charge.
Dude, okay, so like one thing that really caught my eye about that fight itself, it was so back and forth. And at the end of the fight, me and my wife, we looked at each other, we were like, who fucking won?
Right.
Who won?
Right. I mean, I had Riddell winning round 2 and then easily winning round 3. So I kind of saw it coming, but round two kind of could be called. I mean, depending on how you look at it, it was kind of a toss up. You know, so if you look at the scorecards, like for the significant strikes, they were dead even, round 1 and 2. So kind of like depending on how you judge an MMA fight, I guess what you lean towards. Rounds 1 and 2 technically could have been a toss-up.
Absolutely.
Round 3 was kind of handily Brad Riddell like all day, but rounds 1 and 2 were definitely toss-ups. So, it's what it is. So, and then did you see? I think I asked you this, but did you see? Go ahead.
Who got that 7-second knockout?
Oh, that was on the. That was it was on the. So fucking stupid. giggling like schoolboys. I don't remember. I'm trying to see
who did that?
It was. God damn it!
It was a record for that division too.
Yeah. It was. Oh, God damn it. Where the fuck is this shit? Boring.
Terrence McKinney.
Thank you. Because, like, I'm scrolling through fucking the internet subreddit. And it's like,
I mean, we can't not talk about that because he was so close to beating George Masvidal record. And what was so fucking crazy was that they got close. They stepped back. Mm-hmm. Boom.
And one shot.
And the dude fucking flew. He flew back like a flipped fucking pancake. That was cool. That was
absolutely.
He needed that. I don't think he got performance bonus, but Dana White said that he was going to take care of him.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, do you know which one got fight of the night? Do you know?
I think it was Dober and Riddell.
Dober and Riddell, yeah. That almost had to be.
It was either Dober and Riddell or no. It definitely was not Edwards and Diaz.
Well, no, and that fight where the dude got his fucking arm dislocated, fucking.
Oh my god, yo, that
fucking
shit.
ref. That fucking ref. When you can see his arm was limp, like he came out of that fucking triangle, and the other fighter let go, thinking like it was over because he fucking dislocated the dude's arm, and the dude immediately started like hammer fisting him, trying to end the fight before the fucking ref stopped it, and so he started fucking hitting the dude back, and you can even see it when the ref finally stops it and the dude lets go, his arm is just still hanging there fucking limp and dead. It's like, where the fuck was that? Like, was that ref like the second coming of Steve Mazzagatti or what?
and that referee, and you know what? I think they mentioned his name in the press conference, in like the post press conference. I think they said that too, and we found out that referee is a very famous local referee in martial arts, and he's a black belt jiu-jitsu. So it's kind of
he's one of those old school, like, just fucking let him bleed. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
just fucking like fights go on as long as they have to. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. And then we had Diaz and Edwards.
And let's talk about fucking Diaz for a second. Oh, whilst also talking about Edwards. First off, for Edwards, extremely disappointed in his performance. I don't care. I
felt Edwards was very reserved.
I felt like if that fucking fight went another fucking round or fucking two, like, and this is me. I'm not a huge fucking fan of either of the Diaz brothers, but over the fucking years, I have slowly gained this like extreme and immense respect for them because they never really get fucking knocked out. Then, you know, like when Diaz fought Masvidal, the fucking ref stopped it because of fucking bleeding. He didn't stop because fucking Diaz wanted to stop it. You know what I mean? And I have a feel like you could see Edwards just fucking slowing down. Like, throughout that fight, just slowing the fuck down. Like, Diaz put on a fucking show those last couple of rounds.
But was Diaz twerking in some of those moments? Did you see that? He was.
It's the fucking 203, baby. Like this guy. Nick and Nate both do whatever the fuck they want in the ring. You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly, and I'm just curious. What the fuck was he doing? What was that?
I don't know. All I know is Edwards lost a lot of stature in my opinion.
Yeah.
He should have fucking steamrolled Nate Diaz. But like by all accounts, that should have been a fucking steamroll.
But this would have never happened if they would have given Edwards the fight that he deserves, and that's Usman.
Does he deserve it? Like after
last night? No. After last night, no.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, watching him fight Nate Diaz last night. Him fighting Kamaru Usman wouldn't even be a fucking fight.
Yeah,
Usman would fucking steamroll him.
And
you know what I mean?
Dana White confirmed that Covington is still the #1 contender too. Just to put it out there.
And he needs to get in the fucking ring.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to stop saying no fights.
Edwards is a phenomenal fighter. I'm telling you, he's still. I'm pretty sure he's still on an undefeated streak right now.
He is.
You know, he should have fought Osman. Instead of Masvidal, it should have been Edwards. That's just my personal opinion. Edwards
I will respectfully disagree with that because after seeing that fight last night, Edward needs a couple more fucking fights.
No,
dude, because
last night he stepped back.
If you can't finish an aging and older Nate Diaz, like you are clearly not a contender. Like that's like
and Nick is coming back.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like that we've had this talk on this podcast before. Is like these guys are getting older. It doesn't mean they're any less tough. It's just like what we saw Masvidal do to Nate Diaz. He pieced him up, and the ref had to stop the fight because of cuts. That's how you fucking fight a Diaz brother right there. You know,
yeah.
He didn't necessarily knock him out, but he pieced him up. You know what I mean? Edwards couldn't even do that last night.
Yeah.
Like I don't think Edwards deserves anything right now.
Well,
I think Edwards deserves another fucking contender fucking fight because fucking,
I agree, and I think okay. So what I think makes sense for Edwards right now is Masvidal. I don't think it should be Covington. I think we should see Covington and Usman duke it out one more time.
Yep.
Have Edwards and Masvidal fight because
100.
Masvidal's stock has dropped for me personally. You know,
well, same. He hasn't been fighting very much. He fought the bad motherfucker fight against Diaz, and he fought two title fights.
And he lost to Usman, which the second Usman fight to me was a lot more better than. Was that our?
That was I think that was in my house actually.
Wait, that was Lena? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think that was in my house.
Picked up on the mic.
I'm sorry.
My wife's like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, I thought that was my girls. So sorry about that. Literally thought it was my
The
girls.
parent life, my friends.
It's like neither one of us like even reacted. We're just like when you're just like so like 1,000-yard stare parent, you know, like fucking like we didn't even fucking react to
Jay
that.
just said
Just
we
like,
didn't even react to it. We just used to it.
Yeah.
like I hear fucking children screaming. I don't even fucking react
Yeah,
anymore. I'm just like whatever.
just keep in mind, guys, we don't have a studio yet. Maybe in about 15 years. But
Yeah.
but we don't have a studio yet. So if you
We
hear
will be,
any, so you're gonna hear crazy things. You're gonna
Oh,
hear
yeah.
crazy things. You know.
Don't forget.
Before we get into the Moreno Figueiredo fight, I have to say, so me and my wife, we do the UFC pick'ems for ESPN, and last night we got 7 out of 3.
Wait, what? You mean 3 out of 7?
Well, well, the scorecard says 7-3, so we missed 3, like we got 3 wrong and we got 7 right.
Maybe you should start fucking putting some money on that, John. You know, like
You know what's so funny? I walked
familiar
up
with like a trifecta, right?
Yeah,
You're familiar with the trifecta.
Yeah, I literally walked up to my wife and I was just like, we got 7-3 on the pick'em, and she gave me a crazy look. And like she was like, I thought you were gonna ask me about like DraftKings or something like that. I'm like, no. Like this is just.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. If you got like 20 bucks can make you fucking 200 real quick.
Oh,
if
yeah.
If you get a trifecta, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now.
So I'm just saying, just throwing it out.
Now the Brandon Moreno and Davison Figueiredo fight.
Okay.
One, coming into remember this was a rematch from a draw. This was a rematch from a draw, and the first time they fought was fantastic. I got to watch some of the clips and stuff like that. Great fight. The second time, holy shit,
once again,
holy shit, and I have to say, you know, this card, I was trying to keep my eyes awake last night, but this fight itself, there was just something, you know, watching Brandon Moreno talk. He's so humble, he's so young. And, you know, he's ready for the world. You could just see it. He's ready. And
got that fire inside.
You know, holy shit, when he won last night, and he won by submission. You know, how you know, first Mexican born and raised UFC champion. How come this hasn't happened already? You know, and you know, Mexico has some of the greatest fighters in the world. And he beat one of the greatest fighters in the world, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tactician.
Right.
And they were rolling around. They were, you know, they gave each other the fucking work. And that win, Figueiredo.
And he fought, and congratulations to him as well. Congratulations to him.
Dude.
That's one of those, you know, it's a moment in history. There were actually 2 moments in history up for grabs last night. One of them happened, one of them didn't. So we have the first born and raised Mexican UFC champion. So congratulations to him. And then kind of a great fight, tremendous sportsmanship shown in that fight. And then segueing into the main event, Italy fell a little bit short last night. But also kind of in running with the theme of disappointing performances by fighters. Let's talk about fucking Izzy, dude. Because
so okay, I just want to say one more. I just want to say one more thing about Figueiredo. The sportsmanship shown. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No. I mean, there have been moments, like really wholesome moments in UFC throughout the years, but the amount of it, like the pure the pure energy of it.
That was such a feel good. That was such a feel good moment, man. Because he lost, and he took a second. You could see the disappointment in his face, and he took a second, and he turned around, and he started hunging. You know, it was a passing of the torch moment, and I think that sportsmanship should be amplified more, because I
am getting so fucking sick and tired of these cocky ass dickhead fucking fighters, dude. Because like, motherfucker, you were already an ass kicker. Why are you such a cocky fuck?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
and then
nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, and then we segue into Israel Adesanya, who, okay, I fell asleep, guys. I'm sorry. All right, there was just something so wholesome about Brandon Moreno winning that I was just like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. So I closed my eyes and I fell asleep. But I think it's safe to say that we knew Israel Adesanya was going to win, but his last couple fights have been depleting in skill and action. I don't feel like he's pushing himself as much as he used to, because now it's the ego fighting now. Now Vettori, I got to see some of these clips. You know, the first fight, great. You know, I still think it's like a jumble. It's literally a fucking jumble with the first fight, because any of them could have won. But this fight, it's clear to see that Adesanya won. But there was just so much like, come here, and you know, like, I'm happy he won. But when you're doing,
I really am too.
But when you're doing your final post-fight conference, and you're saying, and they're asking you, do you respect him now? And you're saying, yeah, you know, he worked on his boxing, but it wasn't enough. You know, you got to give it to, you know, it wasn't easy for Vettori to get where he was. I mean, because at this point, he, just like Leon Edwards, has an undefeated streak at the moment. He's not undefeated, but he had an undefeated streak, and he hasn't been defeated in 3 years. So for him to get where he is today, and for Adesanya to be like, you know, it wasn't enough.
Right.
You know,
and I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting more and more disappointed in Izzy.
Yeah, I like him.
I don't really have a way to like. It's not just Izzy. There's several other fighters that are either champions or contenders. Where it's the shtick is just getting old. The shtick is getting old.
You want to know who's a good champion? Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is the embodiment of a fucking champion, and I say that from the bottom of my heart. He's not out there fucking. You know, when he talks shit, it's trolling. Did you see him and Kobe Covington? He was like, "What happened last time? What happened last time?" To me, and Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou is another one. Now, it's been the weekend of games, guys. The weekend of games. I know some people think that Memorial Day is the start of summer, but for this guy right here with the two thumbs and the glasses, summer starts this weekend with E3. And probably one of the biggest reveals that we had was Battlefield, and I'm going to put it on. Oh, wait, nope, that's Nate Diaz. All right, so we have, okay, so it's playing right now. Obviously no sound so that we could talk through it, but this is probably one of the coolest things. It came out a couple days ago. We were talking about it. What were your first initial thoughts on this trailer?
So for the Battlefield trailer, it looks interesting. Looks fun. Don't know, you know, until we get to play it, I don't really know exactly how it's going to go. I like they've kind of like added some of the funny kind of like video game memes, you know, like where jumping out of a plane, shooting another plane out of the sky, and then jumping back into the plane all in one, you know, like I like how they kind of added that kind of feature, I guess, or the ability to do stuff like that.
Apparently that really happened in real life.
I'm not sure. I have to look that up.
I have to deep dive that, but that's the story.
Right.
Did you have any retentions to it? Was there something about it that you didn't like?
Well, you know, you told me about Battlefield 4. I downloaded it, and I know that's a couple games removed from this one, obviously, already. But the fact that I couldn't even get into Battlefield 4, you know, like, worries me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, and this. Okay, so my first reaction is, "Hey, what's up, Deshaun? Hey, you're never too late to the party, man. The podcast just started. We're talking about Battlefield." And so when I first watched this trailer, lots of good things. Okay, first thing was more like, okay, it looks great, a lot of action. But there was something about it there was some. Remember when we first spoke, and I said, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know. You know, it's good, but I didn't know because it wasn't telling me anything. There was nothing that it was telling me. There was no big bad guy. There was no country setting, nothing. And that worried me a lot. So, I was just like, okay, so what's the next thing that bothered me about it? And there was nothing else that bothered me about it because everything else was so good. I mean, sandstorms, tornadoes, the animation. I'm like looking at the video now. I mean, it's incredible. And then it made sense to me. The reason why there's not much to talk about is because there's no campaign.
Right.
There's no campaign.
There's no campaign. It's just fucking straight up fighting.
Yeah, and
right.
there is no battle royal. So if you're expecting a battle royal from Battlefield, it's not coming, guys. This may be a good thing. We're being oversaturated with battle royal games, and with a lot of people feel that it was a failure, their last incarnation of battle royal, so they just said it didn't do it. So now it's just a full-on multiplayer game. Now, the differences in this is, one, the current generation console version of the game will have, I think it's like 64 player matches. Next gen will have 128. So if you want to have the full experience, you have to play on the Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5. And there's also a big chance that this may come straight to Game Pass, because Game Pass and EA Play are intertwined together. So don't be surprised if you hear that on launch day you will have Battlefield 2042. That's really about it. There's a lot of,
Yeah. So I apologize to interject. Ubisoft was kind of disappointing. Bethesda was, for the most part, pretty entertaining. A lot of games looked pretty good. Looked like they actually took fucking time and really put together something worth playing.
What did you enjoy from what you watched today?
Which one was it? It was God damn it! It was yeah. This is why I need.
Yeah, it's so fresh. It's so fresh.
Yeah, because there was like 30 fucking games on there. So
yeah.
there was 2 games in particular that looked like halfway decent. Flight Simulator coming to the console.
Flight Simulator,
obviously. Flight Simulator. I'm kind of a nerd with that stuff. Like, give me one. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good.
And I don't remember this. The second one was a game I've never really played before, or it just looked like fun. Like it was something, and if it's on Game Pass, it would be worth trying it out. You know what I mean? It'd be worth for me. It would be worth it. But yeah, Flight Simulator for sure.
Yeah, Flight Simulator. There was Replaced. Was that what it was called? The little like dystopian side scroller.
No, it wasn't. I remember that one. What you're talking about? I don't think it was. It wasn't that one. Though.
I can't.
Fuck. God damn. I gotta look. God.
Yeah. Well, the beginning. Okay, so the beginning of the Bethesda showcase showed the game that I've been waiting for since the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, called Starfield, and I was like, okay, great. This is something that we've been waiting for a long time. I personally been waiting for a long time. It's going to be Fallout in space, and I hope to see a bunch of you guys in it. And I'm going to try my best to suck Jay in. Jay, if you play the game, I will build your space station, because a lot of that game pertains to building.
We'll fucking figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
There was that snowboarding game. I can't even remember the name of it, but that snowboarding game really that caught my eye. And what was the name? My God, everything is so goddamn fresh. The final Bethesda game that they showed with the vampires, that looked pretty interesting. Oh shit, I can't remember the name of the game. This is why E3 is never going to have us there in person.
Because we're just like functionally fucking like brain damaged too. Where it's like we literally just saw this an hour ago, and I already forgot like 90% of what I fucking saw.
Oh, here we go. Redfall, a vampire open world co-op first person shooter from Bethesda. Redfall. That was the final preview that they had, which was pretty fucking cool. I enjoyed it. I'm ready for it. Forza Horizon 5. I
Right.
mean, they always do. Oh, okay, Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart.
That was the crazy game that we were like, what the fuck is this?
Right. Atomic Heart. That was. Sign me up for freaking a definite maybe on that one. That's right. That was. I think that was the one I was thinking about.
Yeah, so that
was a definite maybe, like a big, hardcore fucking maybe on my end.
yeah, that was one of those things that you're just like, okay, what is this? I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Like, I really like it. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? We'll give that one a shot. That one looked good.
Right.
The next thing in the news, make sure you guys check out. If you have kids, make sure you get them Slime Rancher too. They'll love it. Halo's coming. Holiday 2021. They showed some pretty cool stuff for the game. I'm not mad about it, but I'm not a Halo guy, so it is what it is. But now, let me pull it up here. And if you guys haven't heard, Faze, esports team from, oh yeah, Deshaun, Halo's coming out holiday 2021. It looked really good. The one thing that me and Jay actually agreed on, that it just seemed like there was a lot more flexibility with the characters and the motions in it. It looked good. Multiplayer looked. Yeah, Halo is a classic, and the one thing that I really liked about it was the multiplayer. A lot of the different suit. There's always been suit customization, but I saw the Samurai Halo outfit, which I was just like, okay,
the Samurai Halo outfit looked pretty cool, actually.
I was like, okay. So now, sports team, esports team Faze.
Yes.
They.
You go. You say it. I'm excited too.
I mean, okay, so this is probably one. This is probably. I mean, Faze Clan has made it on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yes, they did.
Myers, yes. I haven't played Halo in years. I haven't played it, but you know what, guys? Unfortunately, they didn't talk about the Battle Royale. So sorry to break your hearts, but I think that is the most exciting thing that happened at E3 today.
It kind of is, dude. I mean,
between Halo and Starfield.
Yeah, I don't really want to say that yesterday and today was like disappointing, but it was definitely more subdued. You didn't have like that air of excitement. There was no electricity in the air. It was just here's the game, here's the next game. Here's the next game, and a couple of the games were really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of the games were kind of like, well, that one's probably going to fucking faceplant, or my fucking 6-year-old kid might like that.
Doesn't it disappoint you that with Xbox coming out with such a good show, that PlayStation isn't even doing anything?
Dude, Sony can suck my fucking dick. Sony can suck a fucking dick, dude. Like, fuck Sony, dude. Like, these fucking cocksuckers, dude, they're so arrogant and so full of themselves. And I've said it many, many times. Sony could take a goddamn diamond, and they will hand you back a fucking polished turd.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care how badass the PlayStation 5 is. I'm not getting it, based on some of their online shit.
Yeah.
So, they've already lost my money with the next goddamn console. Like, I'm sorry, Deshaun. Like, I hold no allegiance, dude. I hold no allegiance to any fucking corporation. The minute they fuck around, like, they're gonna find out. They just lost my money, dude. They lost my money. So Sony can eat a fat fucking dick right now. Now, until they come out with something better than E3, Ubisoft was pretty fucking disappointing. Bethesda was less disappointing, but also didn't really knock my socks off with they had a lot of cool looking games. Didn't knock my socks off, though. I haven't seen anything yet for all of E3 weekend that has really knocked my socks off. This Sports Illustrated cover we're looking at right here, that's the most exciting thing that I've seen in the last week in gaming, was that a motherfucking gaming team is on the fucking cover of Sports Illustrated. Yeah. They're finally getting recognized, as an actual legitimate sport.
Now, I could be wrong. Go ahead, I think Ninja was the first gamer to be featured on Sports Illustrated. But this was... Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm not going to deep dive on that. But Faze Clan, and I mean, if you guys, if we were saying earlier, who wants to sit around and watch people play video games all day? And it's funny because I'm one of those guys. We all fight, but it's not, the question is not a knock. The question is why.
Right.
Why do we do it? And this, that question revolves around this whole spectacle around esports being on Sports Illustrated because it's now being recognized. So Nick Merckx, who is on the complete left side, is not a sole owner of the company. Right under him, LeBron James' son, Bronny, is also, from what I've been reading, is another co-owner of the team, and everyone pictured here is a co-owner of that team. How old do you think the oldest person is on there?
Looking at it, I don't know. It's funny. I went bowling last night, and I swear to God, like, I think I finally reached that age. Like, I'm 40 years old. I finally reached that age where, like, I can't tell the difference between, like, somebody who's like a senior in high school and somebody who's in fucking college.
Yeah.
So, like, the late teens, early 20s, I really can't tell. You know what I mean? So, like, looking at their picture right there, I would say early 20s.
Yeah,
the oldest.
I think Nick Merckx is like 29 years old. I think.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, he's always talking to his stream. I watch a lot of his streams a lot. He's very entertaining, very entertaining. But he was saying how his whole family were college pro sports players, all of them, and that the irony of him being on the cover of Sports Illustrated for being a gamer compared to all his uncles who were never on the cover of anything. And like, Sports Illustrated always covering regular sports for the last 100 fucking years. It's such a good thing. It's such a good thing. And I highly suggest people to watch, because this is another big thing. Nick Merckx was on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. And it was about, I want to say it was a couple minutes long, about 10 minutes long. It was a really good interview because people want to understand why they do things like this. And Nick Merckx answered this. He did such a good job of the interview. And Trevor Noah asked him, why do people want to watch people play video games? And he said it's just the entertaining factor of it. First he said, first off, I don't know. He said, I just don't know, but there's a big entertaining factor. There's a big community. There's a big community factor into it as well too. So this is bigger than probably what we all think. I mean, because they turned a little measly esports team. A little, we need to dial back and we need to remember that we were playing games like World at War and Call of Duty 1 and 2, and we used to see these clan tags, right?
Right. Right.
What were they then? Nothing.
Right.
They were just little clan tags. You know how many times I saw Faze Clan tags, Optic Clan tags while playing, back in the day? And you would laugh at these things like, oh, what's Optic? What's Faze? What's what's this and that? And now look at where the fuck they are now. And that cover, that fucking cover right there.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
It represents everything that gaming has become now. 20 years ago, this would have never fucking happened. And I think the only reason why Ninja even got on the cover was for clout. For Sports Illustrated and for Ninja. I don't see him being on the cover any relevant than the hot dog down the street. But this is everything, man, and I'm happy to see this.
This is a new generation, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. It really fucking is, and it's beautiful to see this. It's beautiful to see when new sports. I say new sports. It's kind of in quotations. Gaming has been a sport for a while, but when newer sports in history start becoming recognized. And for the magazine of all sports magazines to recognize esports, that's a huge step in the right fucking direction. It's just almost like when the first MMA fighter was featured on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
It's in the same regard right now. So we should be seeing more about esports.
And I think people forget the hours and the money and the time that these people put in. You know, we have Nick Merckx says that he streams anywhere between 6 to 8 hours a day. That's a full shift. That's a full work shift. Dr. Disrespect, the same thing. Shroud, Bobby Poff, all these streamers, they take all this time throughout their fucking days. They could be working a regular fucking job, you know,
Right.
making shit money, but they're taking time out of their lives, you know, away from their families to entertain people like us. And they're making money off of it, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And people are, you know, they get injured. I mean, it was just a couple months ago. Remember, we reported it. There was during the Call of Duty League, a player retired because of his thumbs. You know, silly. It's laughable. I'll laugh at it. You know,
Right.
ha. You know, but you know we have to you know, we laugh about, but we have to recognize these things. You know,
It's true.
just like people recognize arm wrestling now as a sport, as a competitive sport.
It is.
You know, so
That's right.
it's a beautiful thing. I love where it's going. I would love, you know, and it's funny because I thought 100 Thieves would be the ones to be on the cover, not Faze.
Why?
So-
Why don't you tell me why you think Faze is on the cover and not 100 Thieves?
Because it's
Because I know why.
you know, it's weird because 100 Thieves has a partnership with Drake. Okay, so they have prominent names. On top of that, they have a building the size of a football stadium. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but they have it. I don't even think that Faze even has a building yet. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I see.
What happened? Oh, he said,
Are you taking a sly at Bronny James?
yeah, I am. I am. That's exactly why Sports Illustrated put that fucking team on there.
That makes a lot of fucking sense.
His fucking kid is on the fucking team. That's the only reason that team was fucking. That's exactly why I said that. This is nothing new.
The fucking
this
the
is absolutely-
fucking connections. Holy
This is
shit!
it's connections. Which and don't get me wrong. I get it. I'm not. This is not me being a fucking hater. Like, I fucking get it. I totally fucking get it. You know, if you've got connections, fucking use them. Like you and me would ever fucking say no
Yeah.
if some big name.
Yeah.
If some big name corporate sponsor came to us and said, "Hey, we want to sponsor your show. We will literally pay you to do a podcast."
Like
What
smooth,
the fuck?
like smooth
We'd
my
be like,
balls.
"Yep." Yeah, like I'll use your product. I'll pitch it. Don't give a fuck, right? You're gonna pay me to do something that I enjoy already. No problem, right? You know, like I don't think any one of us is immune to that fucking, you know, sucking some corporate dick, right? To make life a little easier, right? I'm not fucking immune to that shit. What I am saying though is, you know, be cognizant. Like, that is not the best video game team out there. Not even close.
Oh, if you wanted
But who's on the fucking team?
Yeah, if you wanted my opinion on who's the best esports team, I would say Optic. You know, that's just my opinion. That is just completely my opinion. And you know, I mean, they have the numbers to prove it. And plus, they're also the Call of Duty League, the Huntsman. I like it.
Right.
I like it. I like esports. I think it's important. I mean, these guys build teams. I mean, holy shit! The one when the CDL started, there was a team called the Paris Legion, and they were all European except one American guy, and I remember just thinking, like, why is he there? And it's just because he gamed. He didn't care. You know, This is just crazy, man.
It's kind of the passing of the torch. We're going from, you know, I'm going to go all the way back. We're going from like the 90s, 2000s viewpoint of what video gaming is, and gaming as a community and gaming as a sport, into the 2010s, 2020s version, which is, it's out there, it's sponsored, it's considered an actual fucking sport.
Yeah.
Gaming can be a fucking job now versus like you can get paid to fucking game now. If you're good enough and you work at it, you can get paid to fucking game. you know, with people on Twitch, people on their streams, you know, making money for their sponsors. You know what I mean? Like you can literally do it for a fucking job now, which 10, 12, 15 years ago, that wasn't even in existence.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There was a precious few people that could make money off of video gaming. Outside of that, go get a fucking job, because fucking it ain't happening, brother. It ain't happening. Now, it's a distinct possibility. It is a distinct possibility you can make a living off of playing fucking video games. You know that, like,
and there's different avenues. There's different avenues. It's great because there's different avenues of it. Because you could either be a game developer, you could be a game writer, you could be a game player, or you could be like a captain of a team, or you could just be a businessman all up front and just own a team. And I'm waiting for the day that gaming comes with this, like, because, like, okay, we have like the what's it called, the Major League Gaming. But I just feel like there's so much disorganization because there's so many games out there that you can compete on. And I think that we need an official... We slightly talked about this, about a specific tournament we're trying to put together. You know, of seeing a sports league that does things by city.
That did what? A sports league that did what now?
That does teams by city for games. Now, the Call of Duty League slightly does this. They have the New York Subliners, the LA Optic, Chicago Huntsmen. Yeah. But that's just for one game.
And also there's only a few teams.
Yeah.
It's like
there's only so many. I think there's only like 9 or 10 teams, whereas, you know, in baseball there's like 30 teams a division.
There's like 300 fucking metropolitan areas in the United States. Like, why do we give... I don't give a finger fuck about New York or LA or Chicago. Like, I got to hear about all those fucking cocksucking cities, you know, every time I fucking turn on a goddamn NBA, NFL, MLB, or fucking hockey game.
What about the Colorado fucking esports team?
Yeah, where's the fucking smaller cities at? You know, where's the Tucson's? Where's the Colorado Springses? You know what I mean? Where's the goddamn Joplin, Missouris? You know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a fuck about your giant city, okay? Like, you aren't fucking special because fucking 5 million people live in close proximity to each other, okay?
Yep.
Doesn't make you fucking special. Fuck your city too. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. Like, I want to see the smaller towns. I want to see a badass gaming team from some fucking no-name Podunk, Iowa fucking team just wreck shop on like fucking New York City.
We're waiting.
I would pay money to fucking see that.
We're waiting. And
that's what I'm saying. I would pay money.
And please, not New York, not the New York teams, because the New York teams in esports suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, you need, you know, I mean, like, I want to know why in the Call of Duty League Paris has a fucking team, but Texas doesn't. You know what I mean? That
is exactly what I'm getting at. Think just Texas by itself. I know I joke around about Texas a lot on here, but just Texas by itself. Think about how many major metropolitan areas there are. There's a town called Wichita Falls. You may or may not have heard of it. Wichita Falls has over 100,000 people in it, and that's a town you may not have ever even heard of in Texas. It's got 100,000 people. There's definitely a gaming team somewhere in that fucking city.
There's a minor league baseball team. There's a minor league baseball team from there too. Like, that's
what I'm saying. Like, if it's big enough to have, you know, enough people to support the community, you know, whatever's, it's big enough to have a fucking gaming
and that's funny because you have like, because I bet because you're in Pueblo West, so I'm sure there's a good amount of people there.
Funny enough, like, so Pueblo proper has a little over 100,000 people, right?
Okay.
Pueblo West is not incorporated officially as a suburb. It's not officially incorporated. Has almost half the fucking population right now. Like, Pueblo West
and that would be the perfect place.
40,000 people out here in this suburb that I live in, and the only thing that's keeping it from being an official suburb is that it's not incorporated. But you're talking like this suburb I live in has almost half the population of the main city that I live outside of. So I mean, like, it's basically exploding right now. This place where I live right now is exploding.
And that would be the Pueblo West Warriors or some shit like that.
Right,
you know, like,
exactly.
And it works, and it's funny too because like in MLB, I play MLB The Show a lot, and I'm trying to work on like my own personal division, but I'm doing all counties from New Jersey. You know what I mean? I mean, and by the way, guys, if you want to come see me in MLB The Show, my gamer tag is Wind Talker. My team is the New Jersey Veterans. Come see me. I'm the best pitcher in the league. Come see me. Come see me. You know.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean I think that's in gaming, unless there's any fucking breaking news, which I'm about to check
I
right
don't.
now.
Yeah, I don't think there was any much on, and there wasn't really much going on military related this week. As far as like, there's always shit going on with the army, but it's like we talk about the army entirely too much sometimes on here. So I don't necessarily want to dig into fucking into the army bullshit right now.
Yeah,
So
and it's been such a positive show. We don't want to get into the negatives either.
exactly, because yeah, anytime we talk about the army, it's 90% of the time it's not good. So it's like I'd rather end on a high note, and
Yeah.
you know,
And I just want to say, and I want to laugh about this. During the Microsoft Flight Simulator, you had stepped off for a phone call. There's a DLC coming. It's why do I always forget this fucking movie? Top Gun. There's a Top Gun.
yeah.
What? This is the second time I'm forgetting this shit. Because we were just talking about this in the chat a couple days ago, and I was like, "Well, fuck." Me and you were like, "Blank, the fucking movie are we talking about?" But anyway, there is a Top Gun DLC coming, and it was funny because they were showing like the preview with the destroyer, and I was like, "What is this, a fucking Navy commercial? What's going on here?"
right.
Yeah, but hey, man,
Yep.
let's I believe it's time now. Let's oh shit, the Sports Illustrated cover's still up.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's a highlight to me, dude. That's a major milestone in fucking gaming history right there. You know what I mean? It really fucking is. To be recognized for the esports to be recognized by the magazine of all sports magazines. You know what I mean? Like that is a major milestone.
Deshaun just wrote, "Let's start a DD214 multi-facet league."
That's Deshaun. We've talked about that. I want to say it was last year before some of the troubles, right? But we definitely discussed this amongst the admins and some of our more. I guess that what we had at the time was kind of a core group.
We would love to do it. We would love to do it.
Yeah.
In any game either too.
Yeah. Now.
Oh no.
Something, like we can definitely start talking. We've got one of our admins, Chance, is what I like to call a gaming elitist. Like the dude is just really, really good at pretty much whatever he fucking plays. I would love to see Chance and his team, representing DD214 on whatever game. I'd love to see you, Deshaun, and some of your boys maybe representing DD214 in a gaming league. You know what I mean? Like I'm down with this shit. I am so fucking down with that because
do know
it gets the message out there.
Yeah, we just want to have fun, win, lose, talk shit.
Absolutely. We want to bring awareness to
build the culture.
Veteran gaming community. Yeah, exactly. Like show these cocksuckers that we are who we say we are, and we're also, it's okay to fucking hang out with us. It's okay to fucking talk to us. I don't give a fuck if somebody asks me about my experiences in the army or my experiences in Afghanistan. It doesn't bother me because it's 2021 and I'm not my fucking grandpa. I don't mind fucking talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me to talk about it.
Absolutely.
And
that's why we have, we have many forms of communication. We got the Discord up and running. The YouTube is there. We're now on Twitter. We are now on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're obviously on fucking Facebook because you guys are watching this here on Facebook. And it's growing. It's growing. We're back in action, baby. We're better than ever. We are better than ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Are we what are we doing for the final thought? Who was it?
It was kind of both of us last time, but I think I want to say it's probably more your turn than anything.
I do. So, all right. So this month, for all those who don't know, or if you're too ignorant to know, it's Pride Month. A lot of people are going through a hard time right now because maybe their surroundings don't allow the type of lifestyle that they want. Maybe you're too scared, and that's okay. That's okay. A lot of military members, veterans, active duty, especially active duty, we have the don't ask, don't tell, but a lot of people still don't want to talk about it. And again, that's okay. But if you see your friend who's having a hard time or struggling with something like this, maybe you're that one person that they could talk to. Talk to them, because maybe they do need to tell somebody. Maybe This is, you know, so many people. There are so many military members who were kicked out of the military for being themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts. And even, you know, there a lot of people are fighting today. There was a woman here in New Jersey who fought to have people who were kicked out of service due to their personality, and now they can receive some of their benefits again that were not what I'm trying to say, that they were not allowed to have because of their orientation.
Right. That was, and Don't Ask, Don't Tell was still in effect when I joined.
Yeah.
It did not officially end until, what was it, 14 or 15, and which is disgusting, by the way.
Yeah.
That it took that long. If you are of the sexual orientation that was previously not allowed, you know, it's your time to shine. This is, you know, like it is Pride Month, and we are happy to have absolutely zero issues being inclusive to our gay and lesbian, bisexual, transgender veteran community. You guys are all welcome here. We love you guys every bit as much as as like me and John are being like hetero life mates, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. We are
bros.
here. You are all welcome within the DD214 gaming community. All right, we don't give a fuck. And if there's anybody fucking out there, if you got something fucking bad to say about how we fucking appreciate our fucking LGBT brothers and sisters, fucking please message us so we can kick you the fuck out. Okay? Because you and your fucking bigotry is not fucking welcome here. All right? That's what I'm fucking talking about, John. You want to be a fucking veteran, you want to be a fucking bigot, you can get the fuck out of our group right the fuck now. You don't like the fucking rainbow flag, you don't like the fucking the raised fist, you know, with the transgender and LGBT symbol around it, get the fuck out of our group. We don't fucking need you. Go hang out with all the cocksuckers that fucking fly the goddamn traitor fucking rebel fucking flag.
They got their own fan clubs. They got their own fan clubs. This isn't one of them.
Yeah, that's right. We don't fucking need you. If you're gonna be a fucking bigot, you can get the fuck out of our group. We don't fucking need you. So figure the fuck out. Sorry to interrupt, John. Go ahead.
No, of course. And, you know, in saying that, if you guys have a hard time, you know, hit us up. If you're having a hard time, you don't want to talk to anybody, we promote 22 a day, every hour, every week, every second. No one is excluded from that. Absolutely no one.
That's right.
Because let me tell you something. Depression, sadness, all those negative feelings, it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't choose who it wants to subdue. It just takes you. It doesn't care if you're black, white, blue, purple. It doesn't matter about your sexual orientation. They don't even care if you're disabled or autistic. It will take you. And we are all that we got. And we're the only ones who can fight against that. Your friends, your family, strangers who on the suicide hotline, 1-800. Let me.
273 talk. It's 1-800-273 whatever fucking talk
8255. Yeah.
8255.
You know, I have it memorized throughout the week, but when it's time to shine, I forget. You know, but guys, call that number. You could call them. You could text them.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit, man. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's hard. I'm not gonna say it's not that hard. It's hard. I don't even want to call my own mom sometimes and talk to her about how I feel. It's hard for me to talk to my wife sometimes about how I feel.
That's right.
But don't talk to yourself.
That's right.
You in your head, probably the worst place that you could be.
Get outside of your own head. Do not trust anything that the inside of your head is telling you.
Yeah.
Don't ever trust that. Because that'll lie to you every time.
Absolutely. So guys, thank you for coming. Brazil, India, Washington State, you guys are killing it right now.
Brazil.
We are
fucking Brazil holding it down, dude, with the fucking murder yoga.
We
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Vale Tudo, Capoeira. Thank you, Brazil.
Yeah, we're about to hit our 1 year anniversary, and we are over 1,100 plays on our audio podcast. Over 1,100 plays, and that's within the first year. That's within the first fucking year.
That's badass,
so,
dude.
thank you guys.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys next week. We have guests coming up soon. Luis Sanchez, realtor. We have Frank Doc Shup from Nightlife Entertainment coming. Stay tuned. There's going to be some really good fucking episodes, guys. We are going to see you on Tuesday for the E3 award show live here on Facebook.
Arjun in charge.
Yep. So that, I mean, be ready for a fun shit talking session, because you know that there's going to be some nominations there that we're not going to agree with. Maybe you will, but we're all going to be here and laugh together. But guys, thank you. We love you. Thank you for being with us for the last 2 fucking hours for E3. Thank you for being with us yesterday. Go on our YouTube, Instagram. Oh my God, we have so much. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Linktree, Discord. Follow us on Spotify. Check out what we're listening, guys. But yeah, I'm rambling on and on and on.
Oh yeah, we got you. We love you. We'll see y'all fucking next time.